Let's talk about how to pass the Vodafone video interview. What's up guys, it's Mike from Job Ready English here to help you get hired. Today we're going to be talking about the telecoms giant Vodafone and how you can pass their HireVue video interview. If you want to gain access to the research note that I'm reading from, as well as courses, worksheets and sample answers to give you the best chance of passing your Vodafone HireVue video interview, check out a link to the Pass the Interview pack down in the description below. In this video we're going to cover their recruitment process, most common questions asked in the HireVue video interview, and also other questions we came across which we found quite interesting. All of this comes from our research, from publicly available sources, from candidates who have taken this interview for the past 6 months. Let's get started. Vodafone's recruitment process was reported to take on average about 2 months. Stage 1 is application and online tests, so you have some sort of online game-based assessment. Then for the interview itself, candidates reported some kind of different things. All of them reported that there was a HireVue interview, between 4 to 7 questions, and also 2 or 3 game-based tasks. A couple of the candidates said that if you look this up on YouTube, then you can find some examples and get a feel for what was expected. The questions were generally behavioural based questions, so you probably had, why questions, and then motivation or competency style questions. And finally you had the assessment centre, where there were 3 exercises, a strength based interview, a case study and a presentation. So let's talk about most common questions, which we picked out 5, and other questions which we picked out 8, which we'll go through in a rapid fire round. So these are the most common questions we came across, which candidates reported being asked multiple times over the space of the past 6 months. Question number 1, why do you want to work for Vodafone? If you want an in-depth explanation from me about how to answer this question, as well as a free worksheet, then make sure you click the link up in the top right hand corner. So when thinking about why do you want to work for Vodafone, the amount of time that 2 minutes probably, which is what we tend to say if you don't know what the timings are going to be for how long you're going to get to answer this question. 2 minutes is a good time to shoot for. So you want to pick out 5 facts. They could be finances, corporate social responsibility, projects, news, technology, whatever it is. They should be unique facts. When I say unique, it means I can only say that about Vodafone. I couldn't say that about any other company. And for at least one of these facts, you really want to relate it to something that you feel personally. So it could be their use of technology, their diversity, their corporate social responsibility programs. This is really where you just inject a bit of your personality. It could be, well, I really like the fact that they have an Asian group of professionals who meet together once a month as a young Asian professional, for example. Just something where you're basically just not reading through a shopping list of facts and it sounds very samey and a bit boring. Question number 2, what is your reason for applying for this job? So again, if you want an in-depth explanation to answer this question, click the card up above. You want to answer this question in 2 parts. Number 1, what would you be expected to do day to day? What are your daily tasks? Find that from your job description. If the job description for Vodafone isn't very helpful, then just type in the job plus job description, find it somewhere else. I really like prospects.ac.uk. I find it really most helpful for helping me to put together information for a job description. The second part is, what skills would you need to be really good at this job? So what you can do is that pick out 2 or 3 skills and just provide some brief examples to say, I've got really good numeracy, great Excel skills, I'm good at teamwork because. Always make sure that you provide an example, otherwise it's not really your experience, it's just your opinion. Question number 3, what skills do you have? I love this question and it's really easy to answer because we're just going to pick out 4 or 5 skills from the job description and give examples, which is going to perfectly match up with the HireVue algorithm when they're searching for the keywords for the skills that you need for this job. Question number 4, give me a time when you worked in a team. So teamwork skills, there's a competency question. You're going to be using STAR, situation, task, action, result. And just make sure when you're using STAR, what you really want to do is you want to place the emphasis of your answer is going to be in the action part of what you're going to be doing. So you're going to have a brief situation, brief task, long action. So this is really where you demonstrate the skills of you being really good at teamwork. So what is it you did? Well, I communicated, I did my part, I shared resources, I was helpful, I listened to others, I made sure that I was available. 4 or 5 things just to demonstrate that you're really good at teamwork. Question number 5, give me a time you dealt with challenging circumstances. 2 things to think about with this question. Number 1, make sure it's really challenging. If you're a graduate watching this, then you probably have a genuine challenge of being able to balance schoolwork, a part-time job and a personal life. So you could say, well, these are the 3 things I have to balance. This is the challenge because I had my exams coming up. This is how I dealt with it by organising and managing my time and the things that I had to do. And just walk us through that process step by step in terms of how you're dealing with the challenging situation. Did you need to get help? Did you need additional resources? Did you make mistakes and then learn from them? What is it exactly that you did? So here are some other questions that we came across which we found quite interesting, which I'm going to go through in a rapid fire round just with some general thoughts. Question number 1, what experience do you have? Relate any experience which has transferable skills to that role. Doesn't have to be in the same job. For many of you, it'll be some sort of service-based job. There are plenty of skills like teamwork, leadership, communication, problem resolution, conflict resolution that you can match up to the job that you're going for and the skills that are needed. Question number 2, how will you react if someone in your team made a mistake? Listen, understand, learn, put something into place to improve this process and make sure that they can do better next time. Question number 3, why should we choose you? So this is really just doing your personal introduction, but making it orientated around the skills that you have and the experience that you have. Question number 4, time when you set a high goal and what you did to complete it. That's reasonably easy. What was the goal? What is the step-by-step process you went through to complete it from A to B? Question number 5, a time when you learned a new skill and applied it to work. Same, easy. What's the skill? What's the step-by-step process you went through to learn it and then to apply it? Question number 6, explain a time where you had to use your problem-solving skills. Same thing, what does it mean to be really good at solving problems? Understand the problem, get together your resources, seek help and advice, and then go through step by step to solve that problem. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I wish you the best of luck with your Vodafone interview. Bye.